mate. If I had underlying... oh, fucking hell. If I had underlying health conditions, mate, I wouldn't have made it through last night. My fingers, look, that's how much I'm sweating. My fingers are pruned. My fingers are pruned, mate. Oh, God. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Oh, how's everyone doing? I've got to isolate for 5 days, maybe 6 days. I don't know how many days it is, but I've got to isolate. I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there to give this to any fucker. Oh, it's the worst flu thing I've ever had in my life. I actually wore a mask today for the first time properly, like proper wore it, because I was symptomatic. So I was doing Hartley. The Hartley Trust was due to be part of a transaction at Doncaster Magic Rates Court today. I rang them this morning, and I put the picture up in the comments there. I rang them this excuse me. I rang them this morning. Excuse me. I rang them this morning, and they just wouldn't answer the phone, so I had to get dressed. And I walked to the court, and I stood at the door and said, "Look, I'm symptomatic. You need to change the dates and that." But it's weird because it's not on the police national computer, and neither is this Georgina Enlock crap that she keeps sending me. This woman, idiots in Donny keep sending me paperwork pretending that they're this fucking Georgina Enlock from fucking down London. They're just pathetic wasters, mate. Wasters. Bless them. I'm a bit wet. I'm going to get up a minute. Oh, fever's going to come straight in. I bet you, fever will come straight in, mate. Oh, good morning. Good afternoon. It's 4:20. I've been in bed all day long. Oh, look, I've got fucking fever coming on already. Oh, it's freezing me. I've got my heating on full whack. I'm a bit sweaty up. My grey jumper. I slept in my grey jumper and my tracky bottoms last night. Sweat it out of me. Had some cayenne pepper. I had a drink with loads of cayenne pepper in, which forced my body to kick out. I need to top up. And I'm gonna fast for 48 hours to reset my immune system. I should be right. It's raining 72 hours. I should be. I've never felt like this in my life. Look at them goosebumps though. Yeah, so I've not been tested to see if it's corona or not, but I don't want to give anyone this. It's flu. It's like a flu thing. Oh God. Oh God. Shivers and what, mate. It's horrible. If last night, honestly, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it through night if I had underlying health issues. I wouldn't have. And I can see how people with underlying health issues are getting killed by this cunt. It's knocked me for 6, mate. It's not. I'm a strong, fit lad, and it's knocked me for 6. Luckily, my immune system's. I keep it topped up. It's like my immune system is like the 300 Spartan Warriors, mate. On that pass, anything trying to get in my body, it's there, booting it out, mate. Booting it out. Oh, I'm soaking, look. Oh. So, I need you out because I've got to isolate for 5, 6 days. I've got no food. I've got no food in. I've got debts I need to pay. I can't even go to work. Mate. Oh. And I don't know if you can get any help. I don't know if there's any help I can get. I can't even go to shop. Fuck me. I can't even go to shop. I'm not risking giving this to anybody, mate. Oh. I'm not. People will be laughing there. Excuse me. People will be laughing there. Saying, daft cunt. Don't think COVID's real. I ran half a marathon on the 3rd of May last year for anyone with COVID. I've never said it weren't real. I just said it's hyped up. And electromagnetic radiation poisoning is being called COVID. People's natural body response to being immersed in the electromagnetic radiation and the frequencies is having a detrimental effect on our body's cells, damaging them, causing them to toxify and butt out something called an exosome. These exosomes are gathering on your chest. You can't deny it. You've got crustaceans up your nose. Are coming out from right at the back of your nose. I know you are. I know you've got feeling like a tablet you can't swallow. It's like a tablet, yeah. You can't swallow. It's constantly there. It's like a ball of phlegm. It's like a constant pill that you just cannot swallow, and it's called the truth. That's why you're getting it. Sometimes you're coughing and it's just coming up. I've been having that for like 4 years. They've been zapping me since they put me above that club and zapped us. Put me in a target and they know exactly where I was, so they could target me. Same as this house, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'll be moving soon. I can't wait. I've not had in this house. I have not had an undisturbed sleep for 33 days because of the noise from the housemates and the no respect at all for each other. You know, when I moved in here, this was a working house, and now it doesn't seem to be a working house. And it's just full of people arguing the toss all the time, screaming, shouting, throwing bottles about, banging things, arguing. It's fucking hardcore, mate. It's hardcore, mate. The amount of people in this, the little scumbags in this town trying their best to mess up my head. You fail, mate. You fail because I've got the Lord Jesus Christ in my corner. If you think you can beat the Lord, then you're an idiot. You're a fool. You're delirious. You're insane. The Lord love is the most powerful energy in the entire cosmos. Everything that is was built from love. The Lord built everything from love. Anyway, guys, if you can support us, please do. I can't go out anymore. I can't get out there. I've had loads of boxing matches for good causes. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Check this out, guys. Check this out. I've just got this paperwork because I'm in court. I'm at court on the 16th of this month, yeah? Check this out. How can that be evidence? Exhibit number ATD08, black Huawei mobile phone. It's in my fucking hand. So, how the Crown... How the Crown Prosecution Services, mate, yeah, are saying that they've got a case about me. Look, the fucking arseholes that own my house, mate, just turned the fucking Wi-Fi off. Up. People that have got remote access in the house have just turned it off. So because I've got data, innit? Ha! You absolute clowns. I bet you got it, didn't you? No, see what I mean? You've done a nasty thing to me there, and it's reverted straight back in your face. In your face. Yeah, look. This phone here, how can this phone here in my hand, yeah? How can it be here? How can it be evidence? How can it be evidence? Can you not see the absolute fraud of the Crown are trying to frame me? I've got a video of the interviewing officer giving me back this phone saying it was never evidence. It just didn't follow me to Westminster Magistrates, do you remember? I went down to Charing Cross Police Station and filmed it. And the officer, the overseer, the police, the Westminster Crown operative, yeah, that's just conducting commerce, they're just revenue collecting, paedophile protecting racket, mate, called the VAT I Can. VAT I Can. I can charge, I can tax you. I can use you. We're the fucking collateral, mate. We're the wealth. Us. Our energy. Our energy's the wealth, mate. Our energy. Yeah, so how? Explain that to me. Anyone with a bit of legal expertise. How can they, what case have they got if straight away they're lying now? Let me tell you why they've done this, my friends. so it gets acquitted on this technicality. So they can carry on lying about me, and people have still got that tiny bit of doubt in the mind that I didn't get found not guilty. It was just acquitted on a technicality, because they have to have all their T's crossed and I's dotted, mate. And if they aren't, then they haven't got a case. I've got everything. They've sent me a thing here saying I can't use. Look. Sent me a thing saying I'm not allowed to. The councillor, the Westminster councillor, said people can beg on the street, that's all good. And they've sent me a letter saying I'm not allowed to use that as evidence. The actual arrest. And it's like, well, that's exactly what happened. Look, they reckon that this is a scam. How are my stickers a scam? There's my folder, my original folder with all my sponsors on it. Yeah? Francesca's, Warehouse Gym, Forward, you know what I mean? Hand of Oak Tattoo, you know? Ask me about my life-saving stickers. If folk can beg for death, surely I can work sell for life, because you can't deny it, mate. People are being left. There are people in the street asking for money for drugs. Now, if you park on a double yellow line, you'll get fined. If you drop litter, you'll get fined. So the council are making sure people aren't dropping litter, and they're making sure people aren't parking on roads that they've already paid tax for. They're painting squares on roads that you've already paid tax for and charging you to park on that square again. Fucking jokers, mate. They're absolute con men. Scum. That's all they are. So, but anything that's happening in your town centre is happening because the council want it to happen. Otherwise, it would not be there. It's that fucking simple. That's why I can't just go and open a shop. I can't just walk into town, put a stall up and start trading in the middle of town. So, but if I was on drugs and in this town, if I was stuck on drugs, I'd be alright to sit there with a sleeping bag around me fucking neck. Craziness, mate. You know what I mean? So I don't understand how this is a scam. How can it possibly be a scam? I was wearing a t-shirt that I've had for 4.5 years, which I've had since 2016. I was wearing a hat which I bought from a woman at the bus station in Doncaster. When I come down the escalators, she was set up a little store with hats, key rings and all sorts. And I bought this hat. I bought that blue hat. Bought it for £6. You know what I mean? I bought it. It was my hat. So they've stole that off me. They stole all my stickers. So they stole me source of income. Don't forget, I've got letters here from South Yorkshire Police telling me I'm not allowed to sell my stickers. I'm not allowed to make legitimate money, but they're leaving addicts on the streets, mates. So yeah, it's gonna be thrown out under this technicality, all right? Because that phone is in my hand. That phone. How can Crown prosecution, a representative of the Crown, present this to a judge as evidence when the phone's there in my hand? How can it? The lies. There's the lies, mate. It's just lies. Just lies, mate. Lies, look. Lies, mate. Excuse me. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, God, look how wet I am. Look how damp I am. There? Yeah, so that was comical this morning. I'm receiving emails from this apparent Georgina Kenlock, but it's not really her. It's just divvies in town, mate. They're gutted that they didn't fucking... Today they wanted me in court to defend myself for getting stabbed in the head. I got stabbed in the head on 12th of March. There. Yeah? I walked through town 2 weeks later and the same man that stabbed me threatened to bottle me in front of councillors, a man called Paul. In front of these councillors, I've got their statements, I've got their lies written down, I've got their straight up lies. I've got them. I've got straight up fucking lies. And I will be in court. I can't wait to be in court and fucking rip them a new one. And, you know, and call them liars straight to the face, because that's what they are. And watch them lie on Bible and law. Scumbags they are. Absolute dirtbags. So he threatened to bottle me, and the councillor told the dealer, because he's a paid, protected, he is a CCTV police protected spice dealer, mate. He is 100%. This is what I've learned, you know, by working the streets for years on end. And he threatened to bottle me, and they said, "Oh, just ignore him, Phil, and walk on." I said, "Ignore me," because I pulled my phone out. I needed to get evidence that he's breaching his bail condition, but he's not even been charged. The police here protect people that stab people making noise about serious crimes on the streets and that. About people being used. About people being fucking manipulated. Coerced. Vulnerable people being pushed into a life of drugs. A life of crime. People with big egos that want a fucking ego boost and that. They're being manipulated. By absolute cretins. Anyway, I'm gonna get my head down. If you can support us, please buy some stickers. I've just shown you the evidence there. If you want to argue the toss with that, that's fine. How can my phone be an evidence article and it's in my hand? That's how much they're lying. They've lied that much. They can't even stay on top of their own lies. Because when you tell a lie, yeah, you've got to cover that lie. And then to cover that lie and that lie, you've got to lie again, and then to lie again, and to lie again before you know it, you can't remember a single thing what you've lied about, and you trick yourself up. And this is exactly what representatives of the Crown are doing. Now Johnson's, I don't even know why they're sending me that, because they told me they weren't representing the Hartley Trust anymore. So that's fine. So why are you sending me this shit? Because I know for a fact that it's going to be thrown out on a technicality, and then these cunts in this town are still going to be able to talk shit. Now, Amanda Parker from Johnson's partnership was put onto me. I was in the cells in London asking for a different solicitor. I didn't want Johnson's, but that's all they would give me. Johnson's. That's all they would give me. And then as soon as she went on phone, she started repeating shit that Darren Burke had fucking been saying. And I says no, and I put her straight. They're all corrupt, man. A lot of them, they're all corrupt. They're all corrupt, and they're all using yous, tricking yous into commerce, tricking yous to act as a representative for a Crown-owned corporate franchise called a surname. When you're not obliged to perform, you're not obliged to even have anything called a surname. It's got SERPs attached to it. It's a usurped name, innit? Anyway, God bless. Peace, love and light, my friends.